Welcome, guys. We hope you're hungry because it's breakfast time. We're doing a quick draft order video. We have our selections right here. I'm going to introduce the teams. Then we're going to throw them in this hat. And then Jeff is going to very randomly select them all. The first selection will be the 10th spot for our draft. And we will sequentially work our way up to the number 1 pick for the draft this year. It is a snake draft. It is a full PPR, and we hope that this information gives you what you need to strategize leading up to our in-person draft coming up early September. With that being said, let's take away our first introduction for the team. It is the champ.
And
that's Jeff G.
Yeah, the champ, rightly deserved and earned.
You earned it 1 year. You only get it 1 year. Next up, the gambler. I don't need to say it. You know who it is. But I'll say it anyways. It's Cam. Next up, we have the Titans. None other than Crystal and Mike. They are truly Titans in the league. They showed that last year, and we'll see if they can live up to the name this year. Our next team is the shoe-in. It's Braden DeVries. Year in, year out, he's reliable. He's always a shoe-in for the playoffs, and he'll kick your butt if you don't watch. Next team up, we have the Prophet. It is our very own Pastor Chris. And just like the prophet Nehemiah, he will be rebuilding the broken down city that Rob has abandoned. Welcome to the league, Chris. Next up we have the Bear. It's Jeff K. Bear Necessities. He's back for more. Sometimes you find a sleeping giant, but if you catch him on a bad day, he'll rip you to shreds. Next team, the Rook. It's Philip DeVries. Welcome to the league, Phil. This is Phil's first foray into fantasy football. We wish him the best. But just so you know, Phil, in a league with stakes this high, no one's going to be taking it easy on you. Next up, the host. It's me, League Daddy, Jer. I am your host. I think I showed last year that I deserve everyone's respect, and I think I have everyone's respect. I'm excited to continue to be the host of the pod and your league leader. Next up, the Vet. I think this player has been playing fantasy football longer than some of us have been alive. This is Doomerang. Every year, in and out, he's old faithful. He knows how this goes. He's been through it, and we're excited to see him in another year. Last but not least, the King. This is King David DeVries. And if you look closely, you'll see this crown has a special feature. It's a crack.
A big crack.
And we saw a crack last year in the finals.
Yeah, we did.
And I'm excited to see this year if the King can mend that crown and take his rightful place on the throne. Okay, guys. We're ready for the draw. Jeff?
As the champ.
Jeff, I'm going to ask right now that
Yeah.
you pull your hoodie over your head.
This?
No. Pull it up like it's halfway off.
Oh, look at this. Like that?
Higher. Higher. There you go. I trust Jeff. I do. I want to say that I do fully. But I think for transparency in the league, we need to make sure that there's no hijinks going on. Okay. Jeff? Pull it out.
Okay, so this is the number
10. Number 10 pick. He's got it. Jeff, can you hold the hat? I'm going to open this up.
Yeah.
With the number 10 pick in the draft, it is the King.
Oh,
David DeVries.
Man.
David DeVries. Jeff, you want to give us a faceless recap of the King? 10th spot here.
You know, I think of David's. So, when I think of David, I think of a breakaway touchdown that he's so excited he's going to win, and then just before he crosses the line, he drops the ball. He fumbles, and I think coming into the draft, you got to be picking the right players, and it didn't seem like he had many superstars. He just had okay, so maybe pick up some good ones this time. Okay, David?
And as many of you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm doing a second fold. The way Jeff was putting his fingers in there last time, let's make sure they're folded up real good. They were like, yeah.
Okay, I literally cannot see anything.
No, it wasn't Jeff, it was me. I was trying to maneuver around. All right, Jeff.
This time.
There you go, pick.
This time.
No, not that one,
I'm going to do a little bit of the twisty twist.
Okay, and...
Oh, shoot. This is a threefold.
With the 9th pick in the draft, it is Chris, the Prophet.
Ooh. Chris, I don't know your expertise or your experience, but I know what you're replacing. That's Rob. And his draft was one of the worst drafts I've ever seen. Riddled with injuries, and he wasn't quick to trade when he needed to trade. So be adept, be mobile in the draft, be mobile on the trades this year.
All right, Jeff.
Picking another one?
The 8th pick overall in the draft, it will be...
This is so exciting.
The Vet. Doomerang with the 8th overall pick in this year's draft. Congratulations, Doomer.
Andrew, I had notes written down for you, but I can't see any of them. So I don't remember.
You know what?
What you did.
The Vet doesn't need notes. He's not showing up to spring training. He's going to show up when the games are ready to go because he knows what's going on.
You know what? I'll say he won the games he needed to win to get into the playoffs. He had a great win-loss record. Not a lot of points, but that doesn't matter when you're in the playoffs.
Only thing that matters is W's. With the next pick in the draft, this will be the 7th overall pick. We have the shoe-in.
Oh.
It is Braden DeVries.
Braden was the 10th pick last year. He was on the turn, and he did a great job. He picked his number 1, Garrett Wilson, 2, Saquon Barkley, who ended up being number 1 running back. He had his first 4 picks were just great, solid pickups, and he rightly deserves his name shoe-in because he's just wise with it, and I expect him to be wise again.
That's a great point, Jeff. Thanks for that analysis.
Yeah. I'm the best segment analysis analyst here.
With the 6th overall pick in the draft this year, it will be the champ.
Oh, 6?
Jeff, can I ask you how you feel being dead in the middle?
Kind of sucks. I'd rather it be like first 3, top 4. 6 is going to be awkward.
I gotta say, Jeff, you got no one to blame but yourself for that one. But I think it'll be a new challenge for you.
It's going to be fine though because I am the champ and I do no wrong, and I just need to keep doing what I'm doing because I have the winning ways.
I believe in you, Jeff.
I'm also closing my eyes in my sweater. I don't know why.
The next pick, who's it going to be? We're getting down to the wire here. 5th overall pick in this year's draft. The Bear.
Ooh.
Jeff Gateberg.
Jeff K. I had notes on you two. I don't remember any of them.
I will say Jeff is probably the person that is solely responsible for the broken down city left behind for the Prophet, because he whooped some ass at the end of last year and Rob felt a beating in the playoffs. So be wary of the Bear. If you're facing Jeff K, be wary. All right, this is for the 4th overall pick. And with the 4th overall pick in this year's draft, it will be the Rook, Philip DeVries.
Phil, that's a great spot to be in. You have a few different choices, but you can't really make the wrong choice, I feel like, at the 104.
And what he means by that, Philip, is you can't make the wrong choice. Because if you do, you will be absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, you better not.
Yeah, it's a warning. It's not a don't be afraid, they're all good players. No, if you pick the wrong player, you're toast. Okay.
I'm sweating under here.
Top 3. And with the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft, it is none other than Mr. Money himself, the Gambler.
Wow.
That's Cameron Caterberg.
You know what I loved about Cam's draft last year? His wide receivers. Amazing wide receiver room. However, he only had King Henry as his running back and then a bunch of no-names. So he struggled in that department, as well as the onesies, the tight end, the QB. So that's something to take stock. You put a lot of weight in the wide receivers. You even that out this year. We'll have to see.
That's a good point. All right, this is hot. With the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft.
And byproduct, the number 1.
Well, we won't know that till we make the final draw, Jeff. The number 2 overall pick in this year's draft will be the Titans. It is Crystal Gordon and Michael Gordon. They were a lot to handle last year, weren't they, Jeff?
They were, and that's why they have the name the Titans this year. I wonder if they're going to take Bijan Robinson again. He was a staple for that team last year. Maybe the number 1 pick for them. Will it be that this year? Probably. We'll have to see what their number 1 team picks.
Okay, Jeff, shake it down.
Mm-hmm.
With the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft, it is none other than you knew it was gonna be your daddy. It's the host.
I honestly did not remember who was left. What?
I am the number 1 overall pick. Wow. Jeff, thank you. Thank you again and again.
You know,
I
last
can't say
year
it.
Rob picked the draft order and he got number 1 pick. This year,
You picked it.
well, I don't know. My eyes were closed. I don't know if there was some tampering with your.
No, it'll all be shown on the camera. There was not much tampering at all.
Yeah. Well, Jer has an interesting choice. Is he going to just choose Jamar Chase? Bijan?
There's
Something
also
more spicy?
Josh Allen, Brock Bowers.
Right.
Looking at number 1. See, this league is unique because it's a small bench. You need surefire things.
Yeah.
There's a defense to consider. There's kickers to consider. So I will be considering all of the options. There's not a single pick that's off the table. That's the number 1 thing. Nothing's off the table. And
Because quite literally,
water.
everything is on the table, technically.
You need to be fluid. Yeah. Well, there you have, folks. Get to it. Do your homework, and we will have a pre-draft teaser, I would say, / maybe giving some notes, especially for some of the newer folks, and especially for some of the folks that really struggled last year. We're going to be diving into what happened last year and how you guys can correct some of those wrongs.
We're going deep into the data, into the numbers. We got notes on every single team, what they did well, what they didn't do well, things they got to consider for the draft. So it's going to be invaluable for those who listen and pay attention and do what we suggest.
And I will say the one person that kind of was the most stubborn last year with our advice is ended up going to the house, Pancake House.
That's true.
Listen up. What we have to say actually matters.
I'm the champ for a reason.
There you go. All right, guys. We'll see you early September.